choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a nah flex. While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Damn, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now from the 42. Once more, here's Eckler. And some room to work. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, they talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Prescott off play action. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
46.
Play action now, Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bucs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. It's Eckler again. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Watson. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 7-7, our score after one. On 1st and 10, Watson sliding out of the pocket. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low-man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He finds Watson complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the 2nd quarter.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Eckler again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Now Watson steps away. And it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Fourth down, Prescott. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Prescott. This one caught by Kittle. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here's Prescott. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Stephon Diggs. As the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a...
And now Watson throws another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
This is caught inside the 15. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott to throw it. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Buccaneers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing again is Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Again, it's Watson. On the move to his left. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Watson on 1st down. Rolling to his left.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Watson now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 1st and 10, Prescott completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Prescott off play action.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bucs get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining. Burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Watson's throw brought in by Watson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Up the middle with Eckler. And some space here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the night. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And he is into the end zone again, so get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Hey, kill. Let's go 47. Hey, 47. 53.
Now Prescott. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Prescott. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Watson. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Now a first down throw, Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will not make it into the end zone. But a flag down here, and I think they're going to get another shot at this. And that flag accepted. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara to about the 40-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 40 now on second down, Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Hey, kill! 47! Under.
On third down, it's Prescott. And Diggs has it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Going to 54, line. Everybody, kill.
Prescott from the gun. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Bucs will take over possession here up at the 44. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Well, Prescott here to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Prescott. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll throw again. Prescott.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33. But Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays. And you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter.
Throwing here, Prescott. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 1st down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 27, Watson. He's got a man, complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Maybe a free play for Watson. Flushed out right.
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
One last throw here for Watson. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the